Good morning, everyone. Today's video is the stitch with me. I know I haven't done one in like forever, and I'm sorry. I was going to try to do it on my OBS and try to, I bought a tabletop tripod, you guys can see, but for some reason I can't, I got to figure out how to work this dang thing. There's supposed to be a way you can put the webcam on here, but I was looking at my webcam earlier and it doesn't have the, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not even going to try. I'm going to figure it out later. So anyway, um, those of you that have been watching my stitching videos, my floss tube and so forth, I am working on Cascade by Heaven and Earth. And actually, I'm almost finished one portion of the page. And so I thought I would sit here and stitch this morning. I've already, did my diamond painting this morning and chat with you guys and stitch away. So pull out your stitching, your diamond painting, crafts, what have you, whatever, anything. And let's just chat. So, as I said, I've been trying to get this crazy thing to work. I'm really trying, guys. It's just not cooperating with me. I don't know why. I guess I'm just not, technical savvy. Who knows? I have no idea. And I think I put that in the wrong spot. I did. I hate having to frog out and then, yeah, fixing it again. But, so, and I wanted to, make it so you guys could see, but of course, I'm sorry it's upside down. I'm moving, I'm going to be moving things out into, my dining room where I can, move my, tripod around a little bit more so that everybody can, because, it's that way, because now that I'm going to be doing stitch with me's and floss tube and so forth, it's easier. So, and doing live stitch with me's and so and all that good junk, so it will hopefully help. And once I figure out how to do OBS and get it where I can live stream, I can with from OBS, which I'm hoping I can do tomorrow because I have a stitching live tomorrow and I want to get that up and running. So I'm going to fool around with it this afternoon after the kids get home or before the kids get home and see what I can do, because I'm going to, and I think what I'm going to do is put everything out in the living room so that way. But then again, because I can't move my tripod because it's behind my drafting table, it makes it a little harder. I may end up having to buy just another entire tripod that I can put behind my recliner or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. It will depend. So I've been kind of, trying to rotate between everything, and oh my gosh, it's kind of one of those things. But I thought I would be overwhelmed. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember where I'm at. I thought I would be overwhelmed with all the ones I'm working on, because I'm working on basically a total of 5, And I do two during, during 1 week. I divide it up. And I thought I would be really, really overwhelmed. And so far, I haven't been, which is a good thing. And because I just can't. And I mean, before I stopped diamond painting, I was so overwhelmed with all the starts I had, because I had at least 10 different um, whips and cross stitch, and it just overwhelmed me to the point I said, no, we're not even going to attempt this. And it caused me to stop stitching. And and I think that's one reason why, I'm glad I kind of found diamond painting. And no, I didn't get burnt out with diamond painting like I did with stitching. I just decided, you know what, I'm going to pick my stitching back up again, and we're going to, you know, because I did have it in my channel before, and we're going to try it again and see what happens. And so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this time, you know, things work out. And I can sorry, I'm trying to pull my threads apart. That I can you know, benefit everybody, because I like doing all my crafts. So, and I probably would have had some of these, big ones done if I hadn't stopped stitching. I just, it happens. You get burnt out, and I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but when you get burnt out from a certain, after doing a certain craft for so long, like stitching, crochet, whatever, I get burnt out. I don't know why. I mean, it's not the first time. I did, good grief, like 7, 8 years ago, I got burnt out from cross stitch, and I stopped for 2 years. And I was all about crochet. I crocheted. That's all I did. And then, eventually I kind of got my stitching, as they say, stitching mojo back, and I started, stitching again. And then I kind of got tired of um, crochet, and I'm going to make sure this is right. Okay. So, yeah, that was, my thing. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love stitching. I love seeing the piece come to life on here, but, whoa. But, seriously? My floss got caught on my thing. Yes, there is a diamond painting under here. Um, so it just got to be to a point that I said I'm just going to focus on one, for a while, and that's about the size of it. And then when I did focus on, sorry, I can't see this morning. When I focused on diamond painting, oh my gosh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love diamond painting. Oh my gosh. And the only reason I kind of got into it was uh, my best friend. And then, of course, the next thing I was looking at, I was seeing people that were diamond painting heaven and earth designs, and oh my gosh, I was just fascinated. And that was one reason. But, yes, I would love to do one from there. do one of those. But I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. So we shall see. But other than that, we're just kind of, I'm just trying to keep up and remembering to keep up with my rotation, trying to keep myself in a routine to do my rotation every week, because it can get to a point where it gets hard to remember to do so. But and a lot of people ask me, why don't you do, you know, um, me and this thing are gonna fight. I'm gonna take that off there. Somebody asked me why I don't do patterns with backstitch. I'm sorry, I can't stand a backstitch. Don't get me wrong. I used to backstitch all the time. I used to love, when I would be, cross stitching a piece, and I could sit here and do the back stitching. And it got to a point where I got tired of it, and, tired of stitching the whole entire piece first, and then, um, and then, back stitching. And then I used to just, stitch the piece or stitch an area and then do the back stitching in that area. And it got to be so annoying. And, I just said, you know what? We're not even going to try, because it's, it can be annoying. It can be very, very frustrating. And I'm sorry, my phone just decided to go off. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's for, but okay. I don't even know what that's for, but anyway. Um, Sorry, it was a notification. So we're just, and last night I sat here, and not in here, but last night the Justin and I thought, I'm gonna tell you, it's supposed to snow tonight, so this is why it's gonna snow tonight and tomorrow. Um, I was catching up on Supernatural. Those of you that know, I'm a Supernatural freak. I love Supernatural. And anyway, I was, sitting there, and I just finished watching the episode that I missed, and Justin comes in, and I started watching Arrow. And mind you, I don't get into those kind of shows a whole lot, but I know that the show is ending. So I was kind of, like, okay, I need to catch up on this. So I started watching it last night, and he comes in. I was watching it, I don't know, maybe, oh, let's see. I don't even remember how many episodes, but I started it around lunchtime yesterday. And so he comes in around after, as soon as he gets out of school, and he was like, "You're watching this?" And I said, "Yeah, I just need to catch up." I said, "I used to like to watch this." And he's like, "Yeah, I know." So he comes out, and he sits here with me, and we're watching it. And I just looked at him, and I said, "I'm confused." He says, "Mom, you've got to watch all of them." And I said, "All of what?" So we ended up watching The Flash, Black Lightning, which I'm kind of still trying to understand that show. Um, I didn't watch Supergirl, and I watched Batwoman, and I don't like that show, just because it's, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not darn it, it's not, I don't know. I'm I'm not even sure how to describe that. I guess I'm just not used to seeing, you know, this woman, this bat woman with red hair. And, I don't get into comics that much. And Justin was sitting there going, why don't you like it? I just don't, son. He's like, well, Mom, that's the way she is in the cartoon, in the comic book. Okay. I'm glad for her. Okay. Whatever. And so he says, now you have to watch The Flash. And I thought, I don't want to watch The Flash. And because I really, to be truthful, I just don't see the appeal. Just, maybe it's me. And so, I started watching it. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I mean, truthfully, okay, whatever. So he was like, what? And I was like, I don't understand. And, he's like, Mom, whatever, there's this big thing that's happening in all these shows. It's called The Crisis. And anyway, long story short, somewhere along the line, this dude that's called the Monitor is involved in every single Batwoman, um, Superman, Supergirl, um, um, The Flash, Arrow, and Black Lightning. He's involved. That there's things that happen even in the very first season of Arrow and all that stuff that he has a hand in. And of course, I didn't know this. Justin told me this. Now, mind you, I don't know because I'm just totally, when it comes to that kind of stuff, okay, whatever. And he just looks at me like, what? And I'm like, I'm confused. I really am. You confuse me more than what I can say. And he just started laughing. And he says, Mom, it's not that hard. And I'm like, I'm glad you think so because I'm confused. And he he looked at me and he says, if you're gonna watch these, you need to know. I'm like, okay. I said, who said I'm gonna watch them all the time? And don't tell him this, but I may eventually, just to, so I can spend time with him. But which is not a bad thing, but it's just, I guess because I watch, these things off and on. I don't really pay attention to the storylines like I guess he thinks I should. I don't know. Don't ask me. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I'm moving my chart on my app down so that I can see what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, it's just it's kind of funny because yeah, you know, and I have to laugh because he takes these things very seriously. and and it makes me laugh because I'm like, okay, dude, really? And I told him, I said, you're, and I don't want to call him a geek because he's not. He's far from it. So it's kind of like, and I was kind of hoping that eventually, Skylar would get involved in all this. And he came out last night to see what we were getting all excited about or what Justin was getting all excited about. And he just looks at him and he's like, really? And he went back into back here and started watching Disney Plus. So I just left it alone. But it just got to a point where, and and don't get me wrong, I watched Black Lightning. I sat there and binged watched it too last night too. And I get the gist of it. I guess I just can't get into it. I don't know why. Um, I mean, it's a family. It's a family of basically they're metahumans. And they have powers, and they're helping other metahumans to basically survive, I guess. And while I mean, I'm glad it's kind of like that. I mean, that tells me, okay, well, at least, they're thinking of, they're trying to bring a show that's family oriented. But I just can't get into it. I guess it's the storyline, and don't get me wrong. I mean, it seemed, it could be a good show. I don't know. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. And, but I mean, the actors are really, really good. I mean, they did a pretty good job of, of the, I want to make sure I'm right because I don't want to mess this up. They did a pretty good job with their characters. So I was just, but it just, I guess it's one of those shows that I'm going to have to sit and watch because, and just, I mean, it could be because I didn't watch it from the beginning. But, I don't know. And then there's another one that's kind of, I don't even know if you want to call it a new TV show. I guess it is. It's kind of a spinoff of those. It's called Crisis something. And it has everybody in it. And those of you, I don't know if you guys remember Smallville that used to come on TV. Well, Justin informed me last night that it was on Hulu. And I was like, okay. And you want me to do what? I mean, I don't even remember watching Smallville. It's been a really long time since I watched it. And he's like, yeah. Well, the guy that played Superman in Smallville was in this Crisis show last night. And I was sitting there and I was looking at Justin and I was like, they really brought him back just to say that, he gave up his powers. Okay. And Justin just looks at me like, well, that's just wrong. And I told him, I said, well, dude. And it's just, anyway, sorry. I'm talking about everything other than stitching. I'm sorry. But, yeah. So, and it's hot in here. And of course it's hot in here. But anyway, so and I've got to go get some more floss. I'm running out of just one color. I thought I had it. And I searched. As you guys know, I have this big tote. Those of you that don't know, you'll get to see it. I'll show it to you. It's a huge thing. All this floss. And I looked to see if I had it. I'm going to look later and check again because, yeah. And it's a popular color. So I'm going to check again to make sure that I don't have this color because, I need that color. And, unfortunately, so yeah, this is all my floss except for this one. This one's already in a baggie that I use for another. But this is all floss that I bought. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember when. But it even has some of the nude colors like, the 08. If you guys can see that. And I don't know what these are supposed to replace. I'm trying to figure that out because I've got to buy all new containers. A whole nother floss and a whole nother photo box or two just for so I can rearrange my floss again so that way I know So that way I have room for the new ones. And I thought I saw another new one in here. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of new ones in here that I didn't even know. And this is how much I knew there was new colors coming, but I just didn't realize what they were. And when I ordered, because it's funny, I only ordered um, for one color. And of course, this is what I ended up with. So, you know, oh well, can't have too much. Cannot have too much. So, I'm glad I got it, but now I have to go searching, and I hate searching for something. I hate searching for floss that I don't even know if I have. And it's a pain. Yes, I said with my southern accent, which I really don't think I really have a southern accent, but I've been told I have one. So, yeah. So now I've got to go searching. Okay. I'm losing it, guys, because I can't remember what I did and what I didn't do. See, that's bad when you don't remember. Okay. I don't know what. I'm having a hard time. But so, yeah, I got to go searching for this color floss to see if I can find it. And it's a pain in the butt. And I'm sorry, I keep moving and you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. So, but, and I think, I already told the kids, excuse me, uh, I'm going to make them ornaments. And of course, Justin, my son, looks at me like, why? Uh, oh, well, you're going to get ornaments for Christmas. And he just looks at me like, really? He's like, we have ornaments that you made. And I said, well, mommy's getting ready to go through some of them because some of them have either, started falling apart or, what have you. And I'm going to go through them and, figure it out. And of course, I mean, I would love to keep every single one of them. But now with, we bought Christmas bulbs to put on the tree last year. I'm just not going to have the, I can see that I'm not going to have the space on my tree for all of them. So I'm going to go through them and see what, which ones are old and so forth. I mean, I may give them away to a friend of mine for Christmas. I don't know yet. I got to go through them all and everything and see what's going on. I was going to wait until, after we took the tree down, but I just put the tree up this past Saturday. So it's kind of like, and the bad part was now y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Y'all gonna think, okay, why would you put your tree up well, I put the tree up. Um, we don't have any Christmas tree lights. Nobody reminded me that they burnt out and that I need new ones. So I have to go tomorrow when I go pay bills and go grocery shopping to get new Christmas lights. I'm gonna probably get them at Dollar General because I'd rather get them there or Dollar Tree or wherever because I'm not gonna pay an outrageous price for lights that I'm only gonna use one time a year. So, because I searched all my totes when I was putting the tree up, and I was like, okay, really? How did I not know that I, threw out, or that I didn't have any lights that worked. My angel's up on the tree, but yeah. So, got to put it up, or got to finish it. So it's yeah. And I haven't even finished putting the decorations up. I told you I don't know what I was being a funny, being a funny duddy. I don't know what my deal was this year. I think because of, how hard it is for me every year, and I don't know. And I was feeling some kind of way, and so I just said, you know what? I'm really not in the mood, and I just didn't. I just wasn't, because usually my tree is up after Thanksgiving. My tree is usually up the day after Thanksgiving. But I just didn't feel in the Christmas spirit, I guess. So it's up. It just doesn't have the lights on it, which that would be solved after Christmas. So, or after Wednesday. But we'll see. So, I'm sorry. I know it's not close enough for you all to see what I'm doing. I tried. I tried, guys. I did. I was going to, bring it down, but I didn't want to have to fool with it again and go through all this crap to, because it's a pain to move this tripod around and try to, lower it, and because I don't want to get it too close, and then I do, and so it has its moments. Gosh, my stomach is growling. I guess I'm getting hungry, and it's getting hot in here. Or I am, one of the two. I don't know which. I know I'm hungry, but really? So, but I will show you what I've stitched so far. This is, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is starting from the bottom right, bottom left corner, and I'm going up in columns, and I've already gone up to this point, and now I'm going to go. These are the first two the first two pages in each row. So I'm just going to go these two pages, and then I'm going to go up. And I started over here. I had the next page ready to do for the bottom row, but there's a lot of confetti down here in this portion. And I just got to the point, I was like, you know what? I'm not in the mood for confetti, because it was like, there's one spot, if you can see, like right here, it's like one stitch, it's a color. One stitch is one color. It's like a polka dot, and I just couldn't do it. Just wasn't in the mood, so I put that part aside, and I started up here, and I said, you know what, we're just going to go this way, because I seem to be having more um I seem to be making better progress this way, so we will see. But this thing is going to be huge. And I do want to put it in my hallway, I'm thinking. I haven't decided where I'm going to put this one yet. But we shall see. All right, let's see. Um, where am I? Okay. But yeah, this is just one of them. And then tomorrow I gotta go get a couple presents for um little dude and a couple for Sky. And Miranda doesn't ask for a whole lot. She does. She's not one of these that likes to, say, okay, well, I want this and this, because she doesn't care if she doesn't ask for expensive stuff. She doesn't ask me for laptops and, stuff like that. She The only thing that they got last year that was expensive was their phones. And that was because I, turned theirs in. And we got and we got those. We got her She got hers. Um okay, now I've lost my place. Don't know, I'm losing it today. Okay, there I am. But yeah, she's not picky when it comes to presents. I could give her a book for $15 and she would be happy. I mean, she like, and that's what I did one year. Actually, well, no, I gave my oldest daughter, right as, when Twilight first really kind of came out, before the movies came out, I guess, I bought her the books, all of the books, and she loved them. And of course, then she passed him down to her sister. She gave him to her one year for Christmas. And those books are so, read now. It's not funny. And so, yeah, they, that's one thing they like to do. So, I mean, and she has a Nook that I got her for Christmas last year. And that's really the only big thing she got last year, like, expensive thing. And so I'll probably get her a um, Barnes and Noble gift card and let her, get a book or two. That way she can, get what she wants, because, she likes to read. She also likes to try to write a story. And she was in the middle of writing one um, a while ago. Now, as to whether or not she's finished it, I don't know. I mean, for all I know, she probably got bored with it. I don't know. She hasn't really said, so I'm not sure. But she she likes to do that kind of stuff. And she doesn't think that she's creative that way, but she is. So she, she'll sit back there and practice and do her thing. And, believe me, she loves doing that kind of stuff. And I told her, I said, you could be an author. And she just looked at me. She says, no. And I said, well, you don't have to be in the spotlight. You can write the story or write the book, and then, consider yourself a recluse? She just looked at me like I had lost my mind. So, yeah, she's weird. Like her mother. Because I don't, I'm one of these ones, I'd rather stay here, stay in my house and mind my own business and stay to myself, which doesn't always happen that way, but that's just me. And I guess she's like me because she doesn't like to go, too many places. And now, I mean, even though now she's got a boyfriend, she still, doesn't like to go too many places. And I think he gets frustrated with that. But and I've tried to explain that to him, but he doesn't understand that. So, yeah, it's hard to explain it to somebody that doesn't understand. And I do not know where I am. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. That was some dude calling me, trying to tell me he was calling about my car insurance, and I don't have car insurance. I do not. I don't understand. And of course, as soon as I tell them that I don't have a car and I don't need car insurance, they hang up on me. I don't. So I get to the point where I start blocking those numbers because it's very annoying when you're getting a phone call and yeah, they want you to, and all it is they're trying to sell you something. So nope, not interested. Don't care. So, but that's all I can talk about today, or all I have to talk about today. I am going to continue to do these. Once I mean, I hopefully once I figure out, get some kinks out. Like I said, I did figure out how to use OBS. So once I figure, all that kinks out, hopefully I'll be able to use it tomorrow when I do my live stream. But once I figure it out, for videos and stuff, I will start using it so you guys can watch me stitch and see my pretty face. I'm not vain, trust me. I'm just kidding. I'm far from vain. No, I'm not. So, anyhow, and I might have to stop this anyway because I'm running out of this color and I'm going to have to stop this pattern and I'm very, very upset. And unless I can find this color. So anyway, sorry, I'm running on with my mouth. But yeah, I will continue to do these for you guys because I mean, you guys tell me if you like them or not. I mean, if you don't want me to do the stitching videos, that's fine. I like doing the stitching videos. So, if you like the video, um, please hit the like button. And I hope you all have a great day, week, and I will see you all next time. And make every day a crafty one.